first few years of my life, I was raised Southern Baptist and then Methodist up until about the time my parents got divorced. Then we just stopped going to church altogether. Around that time, I started questioning things. I became very skeptical in my teenage years, kind of started exploring other religions, and finally came all the way back around to where, well, I believe in God, but I didn't know Jesus. I was looking for something that I never could find. I would resort to drugs, alcohol, different kind of things to kind of fill that what I know now is a God-sized hole that could only be filled with God. Felt disappointing, like I was kind of just going nowhere. There's no real end in sight. I decided to start reading the Bible, like actually diving into the Word. It started like focusing, and I could see a little bit more and more clear. Finally, one day, I completely surrendered to Jesus. It was at that moment that I just felt, I guess the Holy Spirit just wash over me. I started with the New Testament. The year before I completely surrendered to Jesus, I read John, just the chapter of John. And it was about the next year around the same time where I was like, all right, I'm going to read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. After reading those, I was like, all right, I'm going to just read the rest of the New Testament. It really did change me from the inside out. I hear things now that I used to hear my whole life, about grace, about forgiveness and all this, and it was like I was finally hearing it in my own language. It wasn't some foreign language anymore. One of the biggest factors of it is my wife and her always, keeping her faith. Even whenever I would be very skeptical about things and trying to convince her otherwise, she would always be consistent in her faith. I know it's maybe cliche, but the song Amazing Grace, I was once lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I can see. Like, I'd heard the lyrics so many times, but it didn't really register. And I didn't really understand the true meaning of it until I surrendered to Christ. Knowing that He is as loving as He is to forgive me and offer me grace, and had been there for me the whole time, calling me back to Him, was life-changing.